Hi, this week we're going to be making ghost hands for our figures. For the first year or two that I had my haunt, I really wanted to add some arms and hands just to give them more dramatic look and to be able to pose them and stuff like that. And at that time I didn't have the benefit of YouTube or really an online place to really find solutions to the problem. So I had to kind of come up you know, with it on my own, and I don't know why I did it the way I did it, but whatever. I just used what I had. But I had this strong, tough wire, which I then cut into pieces, roughly, judging on my hand, to make each finger, and then maybe down to mid forearm. And then I twisted them up and kind of bent them and shaped them to be roughly like a hand. And then I took some newspaper, put it over each finger, and used white, like Elmer's glue, to glue them on. And it was kind of messy and all that, but it worked. And then I used spray paint and painted them and put some polyurethane over it. And basically that was it. I didn't really expect them to last that long, but actually some of them have lasted now probably up to 15 years or so. So it's pretty amazing considering that all the rain and the wind and the freezing cold and snow and everything else that we've had. But the last couple of years, we have noticed that they've become really brittle, and a lot of the paper has started to flake off, and we knew we had to really come up with a better solution for them and something that looked better. And then last year, especially when we made the Hatbox Ghost, we knew, obviously, we wanted to give him some good hands, so we had to have a better way of doing it. So I did look around and found some ideas, and I saw a lot of people using this Crayola Model Magic clay. So I got some of that, and it's pretty good. I like it. And I use that to shape the fingers. And one thing I say, and I tell the kids when I'm working on stuff or whatever, that what's great about having our haunt based around ghosts and things like that is that you're not really forced to have them look a certain way, or you're not confined that they have to be perfect. A ghost can look like anything that you want it to look like, from as simple as a glowing orb all the way up to a fully formed figure and everything. So I wasn't concerned making them that the hands had the right number of bones, or that the proportions were right, anything like that. You can really just use your imagination and make it however you want it to look. So as long as it had the look that I wanted and looked ghostly and spooky and whatever, then that's great. Put the clay on, and then I paint them. And the same thing, I can paint them, I feel like, however I want them to look. They don't have to look like a skeleton hand or anything like that. So I can paint them brownish or bluish or greenish, depending on whatever figure I want them for. And then I put some polyurethane over them to keep them. And that's how they came out pretty good, I think, for the Hatbox Ghost. And so now we're going to be taking some of those old hands and redoing them as these new clay hands. So let's see how that comes out. Okay, so here's a set of old hands. Don't judge me too harshly here. These have been around for 10 to 15 years, right? So you can see the shape that they're in now. They're all pretty brittle here. They're all falling apart. And really, we want to make them look a lot better. I don't know what's going on with this finger here. Is this supposed to be what? Is this a thumb? I don't know. We got to redo the whole hand here, rework the fingers. Here's the newer ones, right, that we started to do. This we just did for last year. I kind of did these ones a little quick, actually. So here you can see I just made the bones. Same basic structure with the wire. I think I'm going to figure out a better way to attach these so they're not kind of just taped on here. You can drill a hole through here and put the wire through and glue it on or something. But anyway, we're going to go and redo these so that they look more along these lines. So the first thing we need to do, well, obviously, is to strip these down to the wire. But then the first thing to do is to use this Model Magic clay to shape the fingers and the hand how we want it. So that's what we're going to do first. These are actually used for our mummy. A couple years ago, Peter J. went through and labeled all of our arms and gave them numbers so that we know which ones go with which going forward. Alright, so first thing is going to have to be get all this crap off of here. Why don't we do one at a time, maybe? Clay. I'm going to use a little piece here in the palm area. Hair out of here, jeez. Oh! We lost an arm! Okay. So, I'm gonna shape this a little like this. Hopefully this is like that. So that just kind of represents the palm a bit. Again, I'm not really too concerned that this looks exactly like the bone structure of an actual hand. It's a ghost. So, however it looks, it's fine as long as it looks ghostly, in my opinion. So here's a thumb. That might be a little too much. Bring the thumb here. And kind of shape the ends a bit. Push it up like a bone. Right. That piece of make a piece here. Okay, one hand down. Okay, now that we've got two hands, we just want to put some hot glue on these just so that they stay in place, so they don't keep sliding all over the wire here. So we're just going to put a little glue here at each of the kind of the ends. Just keeps them in place. All right, let that dry. And the next step will be paint. Okay, these are for our mummy, so we want to do some browns and tannish colors. Probably gonna have to mix a few colors here. To get what we're looking for. It's very liquidy. Alright, so now I've covered pretty good. I'm just going to lighten them up a bit. Oh, I think I'm going to try some of this orange. Alright, I kind of like that. I kind of like it. Okay, we're going to try to see about drilling a hole here. And if we can attach the hands this way. Glue on there. Why am I doing this by my hand? Okay, just polyurethane these guys. Okay, it's good, and then we just let them dry, and they are good to go. Attach them.